So this is Jacob Jake Brady. So Jacob Jake Brady was murdered the day after Thanksgiving in 2021, not, 2 or 3 months ago. So this is Jacob Jake Brady. He's 28 years old, and he was murdered in Denver, and the case has gone cold. And the family is offering a $25,000 reward on information that will lead to the arrest of his killers. Let me read a couple articles. The reward for information in the murder of Westlake, LA native Jacob Jake Brady, 28, has been increased to $25,000. His body was found the day after Thanksgiving near 2nd Avenue and Utica Street in West Denver. Friends and family members collected donations to increase the reward fund with Fox 31 partners Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. He had a huge heart, and he never wanted to see the bad in anyone. I often told him he was entirely too trusting, and he needed to remember that he wasn't in Louisiana anymore. Brady's mother, Angie Gaskin, said he's got two families that cherished and loved him, and we were all devastated. Denise Whitley knew Jake from when he was just 5 years old. They lived in a tight-knit community in Westlake, Louisiana. She even taught him in 7th and 8th grades. He loved all sports. He and my daughter actually played t-ball together at 5, and I can remember as a dugout mom. I can remember as the dugout mom. I can remember how much he just loved being there. He has always been a people person. Even from that age, he wanted to spend time with his friends. She says he was kind, a friend to everyone. He looks like a kind guy. He looks like he's got a kind face, and the way that he's, petting that dog, seems like a pretty gentle guy. Pretty gentle guy. Who would want to hurt him? Who would want to hurt him? Maybe they just want to take his money. And what happened? I don't know the specifics of the details of the crime, of the murder. She said he was a kind, a friend to everyone, and a hard worker. When Jake initially moved to Colorado, everyone called him Louisiana. According to his mother, Jake moved to Colorado with his dog Bella to explore the beauty of the state. When he got there on vacation, he never came back home. He just absolutely loved it. His death sent shockwaves throughout his hometown. Since I first heard of this, of course, you go through the crying and the phase of grief and the emotion. When you get to the point where you're confused, angry, don't understand how this could happen. Whitley said it speaks volumes about how much Jake was loved, so that so many people have helped raise money. If you have any information, call 720-913-STOP. And yeah, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Just a day after Thanksgiving this year, a man originally from Westlake was found dead in Colorado. Those who knew Jacob Brady are now raising money for a reward in hopes of finding his killer. Jacob Brady, age 28, was found murdered in Denver, Colorado on Friday, November 26th, the day after Thanksgiving. Heather Widcamp, a longtime friend of Brady and his family, is one of those working hard to raise money. Widcamp says Jake was loved by all and know that all his family wants for Christmas is to have that person behind bars. Brady grew up in Westlake and went to McNeese before moving to Denver. For a short while after he graduated, he ended up moving back to Louisiana, and he got a job here, but he never lost his love of Denver. Widcamp knew Brady and his family for years and says his love for all things outdoors brought him back to Denver a few months ago, and that's where he was living whenever he was murdered. It was a $2,000 reward. They don't tell any details to the murder of the case or who it could have been or why it could have happened. Was he robbed? Was it somebody at the workplace? $25,000. I mean, hopefully we get some justice for Jacob Brady. Hopefully we get some justice for Jacob Brady. 48 hours is all that you got, so 2 to 3 months later. What a throwaway society we live in. What a throwaway society we live in. Police officer probably pull Brady over for a speeding ticket or seatbelt infraction. He's lawful. He would have just pulled over, paid the damn ticket. But you got some criminal piece of shit, some murderer, who's at large, armed and dangerous, shot and killed this guy. Still, at large, armed and dangerous. So the worst of the worst, the police don't say or do nothing, but the most lawful of the lawful. Sounds like scapegoating to me. So let's stop at the scapegoating, stop at the damn murders. Let's start treating each other better. Be radically self-reliant. This is a democratic republic. Used to be a free country.